Catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.
Okay, how are you doing? I'm enjoying the music, I'm enjoying the flow, I'm enjoying the weather. I mean, you are home, you don't need to put on your AC or your fan, you're just basking in the cool breeze. Is it basking breeze or only basking in the sun? Anyway, scratch that. It is a great day to talk about travel, isn't it? It is an awesome day to talk about travel. So welcome to another episode of the 3Ts, Travel, Tours and Tourism on Africa Tech Radio. I am Lillian, but you can call me your brown sugar, okay? On the last episode of this podcast, we talked about vacation on a budget. You can check that out on www.africatechradio.com or on all streaming platforms. So you have jotted that down, okay? All that I said last time, how you can vacation on a budget. I gave you some tips on that. You have jotted that down. That's fine. And you have decided that you want to go on a vacay. And not just any vacation, a solo vacation. You want to go on your own. Now, let me tell you how to use tech when exploring new destinations alone, all right? See, exploring new destinations alone can be really exciting. Ooh. Many people explore new destinations alone because, first of all, love is hard to find. Let's be truthful. First of all, accept the truth, okay? The more you chase love, the more it runs away from you. So you are looking for love, and it's okay. If I'm going alone on a solo vacation, I can find somebody. I can find the bone of my bones and the flesh of my flesh on the flight. And there's nobody. You see, when you're traveling and you're traveling with a gorgeous lady, and a guy looks your way, he might go for that your gorgeous friend and leave you behind. But if you are traveling alone and the man looks your way, and he can go for you. So there are so many reasons, why people want to travel alone. Either that, or because you just like their personal space and they want to clear their head, or they want to network. There are many reasons, right? Many reasons. But I'm talking about vacationing, not just travel for business or a job. No, vacationing. But businesses is another reason. You can go for work. You can go for a business, anything, right? So there's so many reasons why people travel alone. But it is an exciting adventure always. And technology can be a valuable tool to enhance your experience and ensure a smooth journey. So I'm going to be sharing some tips on how you can use tech when exploring new destinations alone. Number one. You see, research and planning is very important. There's no way you can go to a new place without researching and planning. Okay? If you're going for vacation, you would search the place out. You look at hotels to lodging to. You look at many things when you are going to a new place. And to do that, there's so many apps that you can use. You can utilize travel website apps and online forums to research your destination thoroughly. One of such apps is Google Maps. Google Maps is amazeballs, right? I was asking somebody that I should delete all the apps on his phone and leave 3, and he said Google Maps will be one of those apps he's leaving. He's the only person who has answered that question and told me that he's not going to delete Google Maps. And really, I won't delete Google Maps either because you're going to a new place and you don't know anybody, you don't know anywhere. There's a barrier and you cannot be asking people, okay, where do I go to? Because you're scared that somebody will just put you in the trunk of their car and drive you away and start asking for ransom and stuff. So you just want to do stuff yourself. Google Maps comes in very, very handy. Okay, so Google Maps is one of such apps, right? You can look for information on attractions, local customs. For that, you can use Wikipedia. You can just Google it. For transportation options, safety tips, you can Google it. Many of this information are online. So you can use maps, apps to familiarize yourself with areas and plan your itinerary. Now, there's something you might not know that's on Google Maps. It's called Google Guide Community. Now, the Google Guide Community are those people who, I'm so sorry, I've not been active on that front for a long time now, but I think I should continue my services for humanity. So the Google Guide Community will help you, right? You can ask a question. You can go to if it's a hotel you want to stay in, you just search the hotel and go and you see, ask a question. You can ask a question. Does this hotel offer spa treatment? And somebody will tell you, oh yeah, I received spa treatment and it was amazing. Or someone will say, run. They almost broke my back. You get? So there's so many apps that you can use. I'm going to give you that in detail later. When you want to book accommodations, you use reliable online platforms and booking apps to find and book accommodations that suits your preference and your budget. All right, you can read reviews from other travelers to make informed decisions. Consider options like homestays, hotels, or shared accommodations to connect with fellow travelers and locals. Google Guide will help you with that as well. Now, for navigation, like I told you, maps, right, is very important. You can also, what you can do when you're using a Google map is you can download offline maps. So you have found the place you want to go to, you've checked it out, you can just download the offline map so that whether or not there's internet connection, you can use your phone. All right. So download offline maps and you navigate on familiar streets and find your way around. And this app will provide turn-by-turn directions, public transportation information, real-time traffic updates. Remember to download offline maps in advance in case you don't have a reliable internet connection. So either you go on your iOS or Google Play Store to download an offline map, or you just download an offline map on Google Maps. So there's something I wanted to start with, but I kind of sort of cheerful. See, there's one thing I want to let you know. So this is because I read about a lady who was robbed and a lot of things happened to her when she traveled alone, and I do not want that to happen to any other person. So when I'm giving you some apps that you should take with you, I'll add something special. But let me just tell you that when you're traveling, make sure you go with a security camera, a portable security camera. You can go with 2 or 3. Find something, a security camera that you can buy, and you just put in your hotel room. You can hide it in your hotel room so that if there's anything happening when you're gone or anything happening while you're there, you can have proof. Do you understand? So that can help you. They sell a lot of these cameras. It is tiny, it's portable. You just prop it somewhere and leave. You can go have fun for the day, but you are watching what is happening in your room. Okay, so try and get one of these. Even if you're not traveling solo, even if you're traveling with family, your friend, anything, get those portable security cameras. Now, moving on, language assistance. We all know that language can be a huge barrier when you're traveling. Even in the country, you can meet some people that don't understand English language. So they don't even know how to speak Pidgin. So you have to start finding you go there. It can be really challenging. So you can use translation apps like Google Translate or language learning apps to communicate with locals or understand signs and menus. And these apps can help you with basic phrases and translations. It can make interactions smoother. Now with Google Translate, right, you can just there's a feature that has a camera feature where you can just put your camera on the text. Let's say you are reading a menu and you don't understand what the menu says. You just open your Google Translate and you see a part where, in fact, let me just give you the step-by-step on this. So I've opened my Google Translate and there are some options there, right? There's a profile at the top right corner. There's a star, like favorite sign on the top right corner. And the bottom right corner, left corner, right? The bottom left corner has conversation. The middle has a microphone, which you can use when you want to translate what someone is saying. But then the bottom right corner has camera sign. That particular sign, that camera sign, if you click on that and point it to any text, it's going to translate it for you. Very simple. It is one of the simplest things ever. All right, just click on the camera sign and it will translate anything for you. When someone comes back from Germany and buys me stuff, I don't know what is written on it. Or my friend who comes from Spain buys me stuff, I don't know what's written on it. I'll just put my phone and scan it to know if I'm taking something harmful to my body or not. So make sure you have that and prioritize your safety. When you're exploring new destinations, install safety apps that offer features like emergency contacts, GPS tracking, SOS alerts. Now, these apps can provide peace of mind and immediate assistance if needed. If you don't install any of those apps, you can just use your WhatsApp, right? Okay, I want to go visit XYZ and you're sharing your location with your family and friends. you share location to somebody at home who will be looking at, okay, why are you here this long? What's happening? So they don't want to, call 911 or whatever Nigerian numbers are. Then they can do that really fast. Okay? Now, make sure you stay connected. If you just ensure that you have a reliable internet connection while traveling, because all of this will not work if you don't have it. Okay, so either through local SIM cards or portable Wi-Fi devices, staying connected allows you access maps, communicate with others, make online bookings. Because even if you download offline maps on Google, there's some places where you have never ever, like you live in this country, you're going to another country, you need to update your app. So all these things are very necessary, and you cannot share your location on WhatsApp if you do not have internet. Okay, so remember to balance your tech usage and enjoy being present in the moment, but make sure that you are online as well. And do not forget to document your journey, capture, share your travel experiences using photography or video apps. Download a video editing tool. You can download Viva Video or Venmo or whichever one might be easier for you to use. Create a digital travel journal to share your adventure on social media if you're that kind of person. Because I know a friend who travels all around the world, but you will not see anything on the social media account. I was like, what is happening? Why are you traveling? If not to let people know that you're traveling now. How would I go to the Pyramid of Giza, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and nobody will know about it? Maka, for why? It is not possible. Or I go to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Oh no, you are going to know. Even if it's when I come back, you will know that I went there. So just make sure if you're into sharing, you share. But just make sure you're not sharing your location when you're traveling. So speaking of privacy, a young man was a young singer was tracked down and killed when he was in another place, another destination, but he was sharing a series of pictures, and those pictures had information on the apartment he was staying in, the apartment number, the city. So these people pieced those things together and attacked him at his home. So whatever you're sharing, if you check the picture you took and it's showing your exact location, if you're still there, blur it out. Even if you have gone, just blur the apartment number, just blur anything that shows where you are so that you can be safe. When some travel, they don't like using hotel rooms because they feel like it's just so rigid, right? So some people might decide to stay in service apartments, while others like to stay in Airbnbs. So Airbnbs have a lot of options. Many of them are owned by regular people, right? And there are millions of options. So you can download the Airbnb app. All right, it helps you find the perfect place to stay, from guest houses to castles to apartments to service apartments. You find accommodations that fit every budget, and you'd see the ratings. People who have stayed there before would rate it and tell you whether or not you should even bother. And then, of course, I've told you about the Google Maps, which would just make you say goodbye to getting lost. Google Maps will provide you accurate maps in various countries, allowing you to navigate with ease and even without having to stop and ask for directions. And also, they have the feature called the Street View, which will make you see the exact way the streets are. Okay, I've already told you about Google Translate, which will break down language barriers. With that Google Translate, it will help you communicate with locals in their language. And there's so many ways you can use Google Translate. Either use that at the camera option to scan the written language, or use the microphone option to record or take in the spoken language. Just TripAdvisor. With TripAdvisor, you can see the reviews and rankings of hotels and bars from fellow travelers, offering valuable insight and first-hand information. There's also, of course, Uber. I'm just talking about your e-hailing platform. So when I left Lagos and I went to Abuja for a business trip, I noticed that there was a particular e-cab that was not as functional as the other, right, in Abuja. So I have a favorite in Lagos, but when I went to Abuja, I realized that my favorite was not the popular one. So you can search and search and search and you won't see a rider. So I just had to switch to the other app, which I use in Lagos as well. But sometimes, the riders are always so annoying. And that's why I don't use them. But in Abuja, I realized that is what is used. So you can ask questions. And when you find out the e-hailing platform that you can use, the e-cab platform that you can use, then use them, so that you won't have to worry about transportations. We use the one that has safety features embedded in it, okay? It's to ensure you have a cab at your service, no matter where you are in the city. Plus, you can easily pay your fare using the inbuilt mobile wallet feature. So that is a beautiful one. Then there's a high converter, which can help you convert anything with ease using that high converter. Whether it's currency, distance, temperature, or sizes, the app will do that for you, especially when you're dealing with different measurement systems while traveling abroad. And then we have WhatsApp. WhatsApp will help you connect with loved ones, stay connected through video or an audio call, chat, or sharing your location. That is very important. Okay? All right. And finally, before we leave, I'll tell you about Travel Buddies, which will help you make new connections with fellow travelers using the Travel Buddies app. And it is fun and safe platform. But whatever platform is safe and fun, you still have to use them with care, because bad people find easy means to continue perpetrating evil. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So just these things I've mentioned, these applications I've mentioned, these methods I've mentioned will help you. It will help you on your solo travel adventure. Do not forget to purchase that camera. Do not forget to purchase that surveillance camera for travel, so that you can just prop it in a hidden place in your room. And when you come back, or when you're out, you can even see what is happening in that room, whether someone is going through your luggage, they're trying to steal from you, or they're planting things in your room, because we can never be too sure. It's not your father's house. I mean, your father's house, be careful. You understand? And with that, I'll say goodbye. Next week, I'll bring you another episode of the Treaties, Travel, Tours and Tourism. But before I want to leave you with this one. It's titled Happy with Pharrell Williams. Enjoy it. And my name is Lillian, your brown sugar. Follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Africa Tech Radio. But on Instagram, it is at A-Tech Radio. And hit us up on LinkedIn, okay? Just connect with us. We are amazing. Trust me.
Thanks for listening. And don't forget to catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.